Mario Maker 2 just got, I believe, its last update. And, well, it hasn't been supported at the level the first one has. It's still a hell of a fun game to play, and to make levels, and to play other people's levels. You know, you have so many options, it's great. And I've kind of been playing it a lot recently. So that got me wondering, what other franchises can get the Mario Maker treatment? So that's what we're counting down. Top 10 video game franchises that deserve the Mario Maker treatment. There aren't really any rules here. I am looking more at games with, you know, more to go off of. So it's not that it's a rule, but if a game only has like one game in its franchise, that might be why it's not on the list. I'm trying to look at games that have a lot to go off of, that have a lot of content or a lot of games. Anyways, let's get started. But before we do that, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber.
I wanted to give to you, in the last part of your notes here, the significance spiritually of the number 10.
Now with Mario Maker levels, people make them very hard. You know, some of them. But how about a very hard game getting a Maker game? That's where Ninja Gaiden comes in. Gaiden, not Gaiden. Yeah, I'm still doing that joke. Ninja Gaiden is a series known for its difficulty. And so is another that's later on in this list, but we'll get to that. And that can be integrated very well into a Maker game. The games you can choose from, I would say you can choose from the 3 NES games and maybe even the Master System game, which I feel is underrated. The only reason Ninja Gaiden isn't higher is while the 4 games I just mentioned are all really good, the 3 NES games are all very similar in terms of level design, in which level design is a key factor for a Maker game. A Ninja Gaiden Maker would still be awesome though, and I'd, you know, buy it. And let's be real, what else is happening with the series now? Well, I never thought I'd say this about an Assassin's Creed game. Valhalla, judging by the cinematic trailer that gave us no fucking gameplay, looks fucking sick. And it's good to see that Ubisoft is being smart with the Assassin's Creed games, rather than just rushing them out to pump one out every year. However, whatever happened to Rayman? The last Rayman game we got was Legends back in 2013. Jeez. But Rayman's 2D outings have a lot to make a good Maker game. You can choose from games like the original on the PS1, Origins, Legends, and why not do what Mario Maker 2 did and make one of Rayman's 3D outings into a 2D game, maybe Rayman 2. Plus, the level designs are more different than Ninja Gaiden, so that already bumps it up higher. It's been a while since we've gotten a new Rayman game, and if this is next, I'm all for it.
So, I'm going to be giving this flavor 8.5 out of 10 scoops.
I said a Ninja Gaiden Maker would be a cool way to make some hard levels. And so would a Contra Maker. Contra, if there's anything it's known for, it's the grueling difficulty. And if there's a Contra game that's not difficult, it's just not Contra. I'm sorry. But another thing that's pretty known for being hard are certain Mario levels. Mario Maker levels is what I mean. So it's a nice mix. Plus, there are many Contra games to choose from. You got the one on the NES. You got Super C if you really want to use that one. Not a big fan of it though. Contra 3, Contra Hard Corps, and maybe even the one for the DS, Contra 4. It would be better than the Pachinko machines and the terrible Rogue Corps game that the franchise has been going through as of late, and it would be fun to create some hard Contra levels. It would also be interesting to see how the 30 lives code can also be integrated. Who knows, this would be interesting.
36.
Very close, but that's not. Let's go to Gary the Retard. What number between 2 and 4?
Aside from Rayman, all the franchises on this list so far started or at least got popular originally on the NES. And to be honest, so are most of the other games on this list. But not this one, as this started as a SNES game, and that is, of course, Donkey Kong Country. The games here you can choose from, I'd say, should be Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, Returns, and Tropical Freeze. And hey, why not DKC 3? I mean, most people don't like that one, but I'd say it's fine. The level designs are really cool, and the way items are used in the games, from Rambi, the barrels, things that launch you upwards and whatnot, whatever, can also be integrated very well into a Maker game. Throw that in with the possible selection of different playable characters you can possibly get, and you got a great idea for a Maker game.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6. Woo! Wanna know a series that is really cool? Kirby. Despite how short his last entry was, Kirby has quite a lot to choose from with a Maker game. The two I just said weren't really related. I just wanted to mention that Star Allies was short, but it was still pretty fun. But yeah, Kirby does have a lot to choose from with a Maker game. There are so many 2D outings that I'm not gonna list the ones that would work the best, because they would all work really well. And it's probably also because there's like no 3D outings. They're all 2D, so that doesn't help either. The level designs for the Kirby games would also work very well into a Maker game, and it would be interesting to integrate the copy abilities when making your own levels. Again, I'd list the Kirby games I'd say would be good picks, but I just can't, because all of them are 2D and would be good picks for a Maker game. So if you can think of 4 or 5, because Mario Maker 2 had 5 games, let me know down below. But that just shows the endless possibilities for a Kirby Maker, though.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5.
Oh my god, I forgot about it.
One series that comes to mind for a list like this is Castlevania. And while Konami isn't doing anything with the franchise right now, just like the rest of their franchises, there's a lot to choose from for a Maker game. There are so many games to choose from, like the original, Castlevania 3, 4, Bloodlines, Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, Aria of Sorrow. I can honestly go on and on. Also, I'm not sure if they would make it only the ones where you use a whip or only the ones where you use a sword. Though if there to be one, the former is more likely. Or if they can do both, like mix them together. But how about in like the ones with swords and shields, or the ones that just don't use whips, like Symphony of the Night or Aria of Sorrow, have a whip as like an item, and vice versa. Castlevania is an awesome franchise and deserves better than fucking pachinko machines. Come on. So why not just give it the Mario Maker treatment and let other people make their own levels? Just don't fuck it up, Konami.
7, 5. Number 4.
Okay, to be honest, I'd say all these franchises probably come to mind when you read the title of this video. So I said that with Castlevania, but that applies to the top 5. Anyways, here's Metroid. Obviously, the 2D ones, as that would obviously translate the best into a Maker game. There are many games to choose from, like the original Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission, and even Metroid Samus Returns, I'd say. Despite the last two being remakes, Zero Mission is a remake of the first Metroid, but they are pretty different. Plus, there are enemies like Metroids, yeah, the title, and of course, Ridley. And you can include like Mother Brain or the Parasite Queen, whatever, in the game as enemies. and it would work very well. The level designs are also made for fan creativity, and who knows what the fan base can come up with now. I mean, have you seen AM2R? Now this one is one you guys might say should be number 1, and I debated having this one at number 1 for like 5 seconds when you consider what number 1 actually is, but it is Sonic. Objectively, if there is any platformer that is the pinnacle of platformers that isn't named Mario, it's probably Sonic. Go with the 2D outings, of course, but there are just so many to choose from. Sonic 1, 2, 3, 3 and Knuckles, or Sonic and Knuckles, either or you can do. The 2D parts of Generations, the 2D parts of Colors, and Sonic Mania. There is just so many. Not to mention, you should be able to choose from Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and hey, why not throw in Mighty the Armadillo or Ray the Flying Squirrel, since they were playable in Sonic Mania Plus. Look, Sega, I know you want to keep digging Sonic's grave, and also keep milking Yakuza, that's a weird one, but you must have seen how well Christian Whitehead handled Sonic Mania, so let the fans make their own levels.
What kind of pencil do we take again?
Number 2. Take a number 2.
Looks like you took a big number 2.
This next one is probably the most likely to happen next, but there is just one franchise that I want to be given a Mario Maker-like game more than The Legend of Zelda. Once Mario Maker came out, I remember hearing, oh, they need to do one for Zelda quite a lot. And that's right, they do. So many Zelda games can work here, from the original, Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, Link's Awakening, and so many more I just did not even bother naming. They rely on simple maps, i.e. level design, to get through the game, but they are still really cool, making it simple right there. There's also a fan game that is basically a Zelda Maker, which it lacks the Nintendo touch, I guess, but it shows that it could be done. Also, the Link's Awakening remake provided a Dungeon Maker, which was most likely to test the waters for a Zelda Maker. If there's any entry on this list that is a matter of when rather than if, it's Zelda. Now, before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Look, if you were to ask me what my favorite video game franchise of all time is, you know, those of you who know me, would say Smash. But if you were to say, alright DPX, other than Smash, what's your favorite video game franchise of all time? Well, that's easy. Mega Man. Bro, Mega Man's been dead for a while, but came back with the Legacy Collections and the Mega Man 11 and a new one in the works now. Bro, we need a Mega Man Maker. This is probably less likely to happen than, let's say, a Zelda Maker or even a Sonic Maker, because a Mega Man Maker known as Mega Man Universe was actually once in the works, but just like a few other Mega Man games, got the can. We need to see Mega Man Universe get brought back, because that would be fucking epic. What else is there to say, though? You know what? I'm not quite sure if they should use X Games. Make it 1 through 11. Every single one of them. Integrate the boss battles in some way. And do what Mario Maker 2 did with the World Builder. And make a whole bunch of Robot Masters and then make Dr. Wily's castle. The possibilities here are truly endless. But let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Tell me the list. Tell me your list down below. Anyways, guys, be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.